Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So if you normally watch my channel, you will notice that I'm in a different background today, and that's because I am in Arizona visiting my grandparents. I'll be here for about 3-ish more days. I got here on Thursday. It's currently Saturday, and I have been having a great time so far. I'm so happy to be out here, and it also has me doing a lot of thinking about what I want to do when I get back, and actually what I want to start doing while I'm out here too. There's a lot of changes coming up for me, and I feel like that just makes it even more important to set goals for myself for the new year. So I have 25 goals listed on my phone right now that I'm going to talk to you guys about, that are for me, and also ideas for you guys if you want to set some New Year's goals. These could be some good ideas for you. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and let you know what I plan on doing in the new year. Okay, so first I want to come up with a cleaning schedule. Usually when I get home on Fridays, I like to go through and I like to clean my whole apartment. That's what I used to do all the time, and I have really fallen off of that, and I need to get back on track. And I feel like setting a specific day where I clean everything works the best for me. I have a really small apartment, so it does not take me that long, and I can do everything in one day. But if you have like a bigger house or something, I would suggest maybe picking like one chore for each day, or doing it like, okay, well, I clean these 3 rooms on Monday, and then I do these on Tuesday, or I do these on Wednesday, things like that, just so that you have a schedule laid out so that you're more likely to stick to it. Because now that I'm off my schedule, I'm just like, well, I can do it tomorrow, and I keep putting things off, and I definitely don't want to keep doing that because it's a bad habit to get into, and it's a hard habit to break. Number 2, I want to keep my closet organized the entire year. I don't have that much space in my closet, so it's super important for me to stay organized. And I know that a lot of us out there have a lot of clothes and stuff that go in the closet, but they're not always hung up, and they're not always like in perfect order or folded everywhere. They're on the floor sometimes, because it happens. And trust me, I've seen a lot of girls' closets, and it happens. Mine is no different, and it's kind of a mess right now, and I'm just thinking about it while I'm here, and it's trashed at home. So when I get back, that's going to be one of my first things that I do, is to go and clean my closet and organize everything. I'm going to try and keep it organized consistently throughout the whole year. So I'm going to add that to my cleaning schedule as well. That's something that I have to do at least once a week, is go through everything and make sure that nothing's on the floor, make sure that everything that's supposed to be hung up is hung up. I don't just have hangers everywhere. Things like that. I also kind of want to start organizing maybe with baskets. Like I have racks in my closet, so maybe I can do some baskets or something. Just kind of reorganize everything so that it's more fun to look at for me, because when everything's in order, like, it just makes me feel peaceful inside. Number 3, I want to work on learning a new language. When I was in high school and when I was in college, I started learning Spanish, and it was really fun to me, and like it was just something where I felt like I clicked well with it. And I did take a few French lessons too, and I just did not feel like that was for me because I was not taking to it at all. You know how you kind of take to something and it's a little bit easier for you to learn. That's how it was with me in Spanish. So I definitely want to get back into that, and I feel like if I consistently teach myself, I could do really well with it, but it's the consistency that I need to get going. But that is definitely a big goal for me for 2017. Number 4, this one is a big one for me too. I want to be better with money. I do save money, and I don't do it the right way. I save money. I'm like, oh, I have some extra money, I'm just going to put it into my savings account, which is good, but it's also not the best way to do it. I want to do it where every time I get a paycheck, I put aside a specific amount. It doesn't go toward anything else but saving. That's something that I need to be much better at, and I've tried to use like apps and stuff to help me keep track of spending, and I've just never stuck with them, and I've been really bad at it. And I just feel like this is the time for me to be a grown-up and get my stuff together and really do this right this time. Number 5, which is a big one for just about everyone, a diet change. Later in the year, I started having like stomach issues, and like things that never made my stomach hurt before were making my stomach hurt, and I was like in pain a lot, and I didn't know why, so I cut out a lot of unhealthy foods out of my diet, and I did really well with it for a while, and I realized that it was partially from stress that I was having the stomach pains, and partially from my diet. So once I cleaned up my diet and once I wasn't as stressed out, I kind of went back to eating poorly again because I wasn't stressed out, so it wasn't hurting me. And even though it wasn't hurting me, I know that that stuff's not good for me. So I need to let some of those things go. I want to eat less dairy for sure. I don't want to eat fast food at all next year. I did a really good job of not eating fast food this year, but I do have like a weakness for pizza and like anything cheesy. So I definitely want to let some of those things go. It doesn't mean that I'll never have them, but I just really want to let them go. Like I don't want to do it on like the weekly basis or anything like that. So I definitely want to pack my lunch 4 times a week for saving money purposes and for a better diet. Number 6, come up with a schedule. This could be for anything in your life. For me, it's going to be a schedule for YouTube. But for you, it could be a schedule for YouTube, of course, but it could also be your homework schedule. It could be your studying schedule. It could really be anything for you. But I would suggest getting a planner. That's what helped me a lot, especially while I was in high school and college. I use a planner every single day, and I've been trying to get back into that lately. I have a Lily Pulitzer planner for this year, and I just haven't even been using it consistently the way that I should. I've been using it a little bit here and there, but I want to get to a point where I have a set schedule because then I have no excuses to not do anything. Number 7 is to communicate with my family more, and I feel like a lot of us can relate to this because I know that I don't reach out as much to more distant family members as I should. I should call more of my cousins, more of my aunts and uncles. I should really reach out to family members that don't live in the same state as me, and I should connect with them and see how they're doing. And I just feel like I want to make that more of an important part of my life in 2017. Number 8 is to enjoy the outdoors. So I am guilty of not doing things outside because either allergies, bugs that I don't like, I'm afraid of bees, and snow. And those are a lot of the reasons that I don't do things outside as much, but I really want to start embracing the things that are outdoorsy. So even like sledding in the winter, going ice skating in the winter, those are things that I could easily do, and I don't do them just because I don't want to be bothered with the snow. But that's not a good reason. It's not a good reason to just stay inside the house and not do anything. So I definitely want to do that. Even in the summertime, I don't remember the last time that I went swimming. And I want to go out and do things and see things and experience things. So that's definitely going to be a big one for me too. Number 9 is to take classes. If you want to do Zumba, if you want to do photography classes, which is what I want to do in 2017, I want to take some photography classes. If you want to do like a pole fitness class, which is something that I've considered in the past before too. If you want to take a certain class to learn something or to be healthier or to just really do anything. If you want to take a class, I feel like this is the time to go ahead and sign up for the thing that you've been putting off. Number 10, go to bed earlier and get up earlier in the morning. I think that this is definitely one of my problems. I have every intention to work out in the morning early, and then I don't because I don't get up on time or I hit snooze, and that's such a bad habit. And it's because I stayed up late the night before doing something that I didn't really need to do, or I just was being lazy, and I don't want to do any more of that because I have heard a lot of like entrepreneurs and a lot of like motivational speakers that always tell you that you should work on yourself just as much as you work for someone else. If you have like a regular day job, I want to spend time working on myself before I go into my actual job. And I feel like that's so important to put the time into myself and things that I like doing and things that I want to be successful in before I go to work for someone else. So that's something that's very big for me, and the reasoning behind it is what's gonna make me get up earlier in the morning to actually go and do it. Number 11, I want to use my car time more wisely. I spend 30 minutes going to work and 30 minutes coming home from work, sometimes 45, sometimes an hour coming home from work. And I feel like I could use that time very wisely to listen to things that motivate me. At one point I was listening to motivational speakers from their YouTube videos. I was listening to that on the way to work and on the way home from work, and it just changed my mood so much. Because in the wintertime when it's dark and I'm driving home from work, I just want to go and get in the bed because it's dark outside, it's cold outside, and I just want to be lazy and get under my blankets and sleep. But when I listen to that kind of stuff on my way home, I'm like, okay, I gotta get going, I gotta do something, I gotta follow my passion, I have to get up and get going. And that's been very important to me. So I want to keep doing that, even if it's just listening to music that makes me happy instead of just listening to the radio. Like listen to something that feels uplifting to me, listen to something that is inspiring to me. I just want to do something that will better me because it's a whole hour to an hour and a half of my day. I could be using that in any way. So I definitely want to make good use of that car time. Number 12 is to put 100% into the things that I love and the people that I love. So the things that I love to do YouTube, and I used to love to do blogging, and I haven't been doing blogging in a long time. So I do want to get back to that. It's something where I want to go back to it and I want to put 100% into it. Also, the people that you're around and the people that you love, I want to make a better effort to show them that I do care about them and that I do care for them and that I am there for them. So that's definitely something that I want to work on in 2017. Number 13, learn how to treat yourself without spending money. Because whenever I see something that I really want, I look at it and I'm like, well, I could just treat myself. No, stop doing that. Like, do something else. If you want to treat yourself, go home and use the groceries that you have to make your favorite dinner, or go for a nice walk, or go to some place that you like being around and do something that's free, or even something that's cheap. Like, you don't have to necessarily buy yourself things or order things online just to treat yourself. There's other ways to treat yourself. Number 14, avoid distractions from your goals. So I have been seeing a lot of people saying things like this, not necessarily in those words, but the way that I look at it is, so say if you're spending all this time watching Netflix and that time could be used to actually work towards your goal. There's nothing wrong with relaxing sometimes and having a good time, but also don't let that distract you from what you ultimately want to do. Number 15, this is a big thing for me. I want to learn to love the things about me that make me self-conscious. So for one thing, I'm a very shy person, and part of that comes from me being like kind of a self-conscious person and thinking that if I speak up or I speak out, it's going to be the wrong thing, or people are going to judge me, or people are going to be upset with me because I say the wrong thing. I want to learn how to embrace those flaws that I have and become a more confident person overall, because I do have a lot to offer as a person, just like everyone else does, but you have to learn how to believe in yourself and how to let those good qualities show and not let something that bothers you drag you down, because other people might not even notice the things that bother you about yourself. Number 16 is believe in yourself and don't doubt yourself. Somebody can tell you that you can't do something. That does not mean that you can't do it. If you have something that you want and you want to put your focus into that and you want to give it 100%, then you give it 100%, because there's no sense in living the rest of your life wondering what if you would have. Number 17 is to learn how to express my feelings both in words and in writing. I tend to be the person that if something is wrong, I won't tell anyone, and I don't want to keep doing that, because when you bottle things up, it's bad, of course, and I feel like that's probably a problem that a lot of people have, but I don't like to express my feelings if they're negative. Like, if they're positive, I have no problem talking to people about them, but if they're negative, I don't like to. And I want to become better at that, because a lot of times if you tell people how you're feeling, they can help you make it better. Number 18, I want to reach out to old friends. There are friends from middle school that I haven't talked to in a long time. There's friends from high school that I just don't even talk to anymore. There's friends that I met 2-3 years ago in college that I still don't talk to anymore. And I want to reach out to them and kind of make that bond again. Because losing friends is not fun, especially when it's over nothing and you just kind of went your separate ways. I mean, sometimes that happens and it's not bad, but I do want to check in on the people that I used to talk to every day, and I think that's really important. And I also want to make new friends. I want to go outside of my comfort zone to meet new people. Number 19, stop impulse buying. I need to stop that. It's self-explanatory. I'm wasting money and I don't need the stuff that I'm buying. So I need to just stop doing it. Number 20, don't let the weather pick your mood. I tend to feel super happy on sunny days, like a lot of people do, and then really down and sad on winter, dark days that are snowy and it's cold outside. I don't want to let the weather dictate my mood. When it's pouring rain, I should still be able to be happy, and I should be able to do something that makes me happy. Number 21 is something that I've wanted to do for a while. I want to try some DIY projects. I am not the most crafty person. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. Like, I'm really not very crafty whatsoever. It's not a thing that I've ever really been into that much. And I've seen so many great projects on Pinterest that I haven't done, because I'm like, oh, I don't have any of those supplies, like I don't have that laying around. But I want to go out of my way to actually do a DIY project, because the satisfaction that you get from making something yourself is so, so nice. And I just want to do it. I want to try it. Number 22, I love this one. I've actually been trying to do this for the past few months, is to compliment people out loud more. I tend to like think it in my head. I'll be like, oh, her boots are cute, or like, oh, that's a nice jacket, or her hair's really pretty. But I want to be able to say those things out loud even if I don't know the person. And that's kind of hard when you're a shy person, but I've been getting a little bit better at it recently, and just like saying, hey, I really like this or I really like that, and it really just makes people's day. They get so happy about it, and you feel happy too because you just made them smile. It's awesome. Number 23 is to read more. I am guilty of not reading. I mean, of course I read things online, I read articles, I read a lot of stuff online, but actually taking a physical book and reading it, I haven't done that in a while, and I need to. There's so many good books out there. There's just so many things that I could learn from just picking up a book, and I really want to get into that. Number 24 is to donate things that I don't need anymore. This is something that I did earlier this year when I moved into my new apartment, and it's something that I want to do again just because I have so many things that I'm not using them. They might as well go to a good cause, and me holding on to them is not doing anything for anyone. And last but not least, number 25 is to spread positivity. Do what makes you happy, because that is how you're going to spread positivity to other people. If you're an unhappy person, or you're not following what you want to do, or you're angry about something, it's going to be hard to spread positivity to others. But if you go ahead and you try and let go of the things that make you upset or the things that hurt you, you can move on to be a more positive person, and that by itself will spread it to other people without you even trying. So if there's something that you want to go for that you haven't done yet, go for it. Like, this is going to be the year to do it. 2017, tomorrow, that's going to be the day to do it. So if you've wanted to start a channel, if you've wanted to take a class, if you wanted to go back to school, if you wanted to do anything really, I feel like now is just the time to do it, and you might as well go for it. And if it's something that you really want, it's going to make you a happier person overall. Like I said, that alone will spread positivity to others, and you'll see the difference in yourself and in the people around you. But that is all that I have for 2017 goals. I'm sure that I'm going to add a ton to this list as I go down and like think of more specific goals and certain specific things that I want to do. But those are all of my general goals for 2017, and I hope that that helped you guys pick some of your goals for 2017 too. But if you have any specific ones, go ahead and leave them in the comments, because I want to know what you guys plan on doing in 2017, or how you guys plan on changing, or what you want to keep up in 2017. Maybe there's just some things that you've been doing great at in 2016. You want to keep that going. Let me know in the comments. I'd definitely love to know. But thank you so much for watching this video, and if you like me, I guess subscribe to my channel. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. But I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!